Hi, this is Chris McIntyre. I'm the artistic director of the Mata Festival, and I'm sitting here with Rama Gottfried, who is the composer in residence with Ensemble Pamplemousse, who will be presenting work on the Mata Festival 2010 Mata Festival on April 21st at Le Poisson Rouge. So the piece you have in the festival is called Nest, and I'm imagining that, there feels like there's a real process going on for you in the work that you're doing. It feels like you're working through some ideas. Maybe you can talk about what some of them are, if they're discrete ideas in there. Maybe you can talk about the process that you are involved in as a composer right now.
Okay. So, as I was saying before, that we something that's really important to me and us, I think, as a group, is writing music such that the performers can really take the music and make it, and really internalize what's happening, and to make the piece a vehicle for the performers to play, to make music in concert. And so I've been looking at different ways of doing this, and so a lot of the scores that we're working with now are unaligned, so the parts are not strictly lining up, so that the material is crafted in such a way that the motives and phrasing of each line can interweave in many different ways with the other materials. And with this kind of modular idea, I wrote this piece that will be on the festival, Nest. And in this piece, I'm exploring the repeat sign.
Right.
So, each little module, just looking at the score, since it is based on this kind of modular idea, and the repeats are never literal.
Okay.
It's a much more loose repetition of material than it is a strict mechanical.
Okay.
It's amechanical or unmechanical, anti-mechanical repetition.
Right.
Yet it is repeating. There's a lot of this kind of cycling happening, but because the parts are not aligned, they're cycling in different patterns always. Broken by these sections that develop one type of timbral material.
Okay.
So the piece is based off of, I think, six types of timbral material.
Okay.
And these materials come back in different pairings and combinations and contrasts, and then you have these sections that are aligned in time, that focus on one section, one type of material out of the constantly changing materials that are in the rest of the piece.
Okay.
And then there's a electronic part also in this piece. The piece is for amplified piccolo, violin, cello, toy piano, and electronics.
And the electronics are live electronics? Or?
Yeah, live electronics. Played, so each, the performer, Dave, is playing one hand toy piano.
I see.
And the other hand with playing the laptop.
Okay.
And there's certain sections where...
Running Max?
Running Max.
Okay.
And so what the material that the electronic play is treated in a very similar way to the ensemble, in that there are these phrases of electronics that so he has five fingers,
Right.
and each one has, for each section of the piece has a particular phrase that is always itself changing.
Okay.
So it's never exact repetition either. And then he's playing different patterns of playing these ever-changing sounds against each other.
And in the laptop, is that I mean, is he triggering samples, or is it that live, or is it frozen in that way, or is it literally like
it's granular synthesis?
Okay.
It's all artificial. There's no samples.
Yeah. Okay.
There's all basically sine waves chopped up in different ways.
Okay.
I think, yeah. Sine, and then I could show you the patch, but it's basically each parameter of the synthesis is I drew out the functions by hand.
Okay.
Like it's very kind of like hand chiseled electronics.
Hand chiseled digital.
Hand chiseled digital signals. And there's a little bit of processing too. There's a couple parts where the strings will be going through the electronics, and they play these like very short scratch tones,
Okay.
which which activate a resonance model.
Mm-hmm.
So I really like this idea of a very kind of rough, noisy sound with a halo of like nice sonic, like a harmonic material, some sort of noise, consonants
Yeah.
at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a great summation of the piece, and I look forward to hearing it. And I want to thank you for inviting me into your home, and I'm glad I could be here. And thank you for watching. If you stuck it out and listened through, and hope to see you on April 21st. Thanks.